So the main difference between what we're doing right now versus like a traditional Bulgarian split squat, neither or I necessarily rank above the other, but this one does allow you to intensify the movement with less load, therefore allowing you to access deeper ranges of motion so that you can build strength through an entire range of motion. But when it comes through a traditional one, I think the main issue that you see a lot of people do is a lot of people put more emphasis on coming over with their chest than they do trying to achieve a deeper level of hip flexion. So there is a stretch of my glutes here at this point, but we hit that bottom portion for just a split second and then we come out of it. Whereas if we say upward just a little bit, still come over with the chest and go deeper, and obviously we're getting a deeper stretch of the glutes, accessing more range of motion, giving ourselves a greater potential to build muscle. But with our foot on the ground versus elevated, we are to some degree stopped in our range of motion here. We have a finite range of motion depending upon how well your back leg can go into hip extension, also dependent upon your quad mobility. So for example, here, if I have really tight hips or I have really tight quads, I'm gonna feel a stretch in my back leg before I can even get enough range of motion in order to actually get anything going on my front. Trying to achieve the best of both worlds here. Elevate the front leg so it's higher in comparison to your back leg, so the likelihood of you feeling a stretch on the back leg comes much less due to the fact that each leg is at a similar starting point. Here, you can go down even lower and I'm not even feeling a stretch yet. I feel a stretch right about here, but as you can see on my front leg, I have a decent amount of knee flexion, a lot of hip flexion, my glutes feeling a great stretch, and I can still come over with my chest. And because of my shin being vertical, the majority of the activation is still coming through my glutes and hamstrings here.